5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today for the Urban League of Atlanta Young Professionals online forum. We would like to thank the individuals present here today for accepting the call to service. Each candidate will be given 5 minutes to introduce themselves and briefly explain their platform. To those of you who are home listening, if you have questions for the candidates, please use the message boards below to post your questions, and the candidates will respond to your questions after the forum. Now, moving right along in orderly fashion, we will start with the candidates for parliamentarian. Gentlemen, introduce yourself and briefly tell us about your platform.
Lauren, I think they're having technical difficulties, so we'll give them a few more seconds to get it together. I think it dropped off.
That's fine. All right, one moment, please. Okay. Well, Lauren, are you available?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, well, since you're here and I'm assuming ready to go, would you like to start?
Sure.
Okay, well, everyone, this is Lauren Dawson. She is running to be our membership chair. So she'll have about 5 minutes to explain her platform and explain why she wants to be your membership chair.
All right, thank you. Well, I want to be membership chair. I joined Urban League in 2012, and since then, I really feel like I've gained a lot from the organization. I feel like it's something that many YPs in Atlanta will benefit from. And so, my goal, if you choose me to be your membership chair, is to turn all of our members into membership advocates by highlighting the community impact that Urban League has, as well as the personal benefits that you can gain from being a member and really actively engaging in YP. So I have a couple of ideas on how I can do that. One of which is to do a internal crowdsourced PR campaign targeted towards highlighting member achievements, highlighting community impact that members do with Urban League and outside of Urban League. Also, I want to let me look at my notes. I want to relaunch the YPeer program. I think it went through a soft launch early this year. I think it's going to be a great program to really engage our new members. So I think another layer that we can add on to that program is by adding affinity groups. So having matching new members with Y peers who are in interest groups that are similar to their own, I think will probably help with engagement there. Another thing that I think will help with retention and just really getting the big picture of your role and your membership in Urban League of Greater Atlanta is we're not only members of the of ULGA-YP, we're members of National Urban League and National Urban League Young Professionals. So I want to create a program that helps us connect regionally with other Y peers, just so that we can really be aware that it's not just us in Urban League, even though there's so many great things that we do and can focus on right in Atlanta. So those are some of my ideas for 2015, 2016. This past year, I was able to be membership meetup.com lead. So I led the engagement on meetup.com. I also participated in planning Join Week. I was personally responsible for the Empower Hour event, which was for meetup.com, but I helped with the planning of several other events as well. So I think just my experience on membership committee and my experience with leading engagement on meetup.com really qualifies me to be your membership chair, and I hope you all choose me.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I think everyone's gotten a chance to learn a little bit about you through our email blast, but is there anything else about your biography or about your vision that you'd like to reiterate now?
Well, just that, I am currently in digital marketing, and that is my strong suit. I think that I can really help from that perspective with membership, seeing as how, we do membership e-blast, and there's a little membership area on the website, and I think really that's going to be my strong suit and strength, and bringing that skill set to the membership committee, and being able to kind of help train other people to do that type of stuff so that we can really be effective as a committee and getting the word out about membership benefits, what opportunities are going on in the membership committee, so that we can, really get a lot of people to help us get the word out as a committee. So that is what I think I bring from a professional perspective.
Okay. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay. I think we'll pause for a moment here. Okay. So, let's see. Hi, is our other membership chair available?
Yes.
Ms. Hollingshed? Hi.
How are you?
Hi. Good evening, everyone. This is Shalon Hollingshed. She's also running to be our membership chair, so she will also have 5 minutes to introduce herself and explain her ideas and goals as membership chair for ULGA-YP. Shalon?
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Shalondon Hollingshed, and I first just want to thank you guys for the opportunity to even be considered for the position. I want you guys to know that I do not take this position lightly at all. When I joined Urban League, I joined with the intent to just serve in the community and meet new people. However, as I became more engaged in this organization, one of the things that I've learned is that this is not just an organization, it's a movement. And it's a movement about creating opportunities. And that's one of the reasons why I'm passionate about this organization. And so from that, understanding that it's a movement, it made me realize that positions such as membership chair are that much more important, right? Because members are the resources of our organization. Without you guys, there is no ULGA-YP. And so I do not take it lightly, and I want you guys to know that. One of the things that I was told,
Shalondon, sorry, if we could just have a moment. We're getting a little bit of feedback. Maybe there's something going on in the background. Could you maybe turn it down or just... I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's a little bit better. Thank you. I just want to make sure everybody can hear what you have to say.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So what I was saying is that one of the things that I was told by several members is that I kind of sold myself short in my bio and didn't list some of the things that I did as a part of the membership committee. So I wanted to kind of go over those briefly, just so you guys know that I have been committed to the membership committee since the day that I joined, and I have taken leadership initiatives in that committee as well. So the first thing I wanted you guys to know that last year, the leadership team actually recognized me as member of the quarter. And I'm only saying that just to show you that leadership recognized that I was dedicated to this organization and to this committee. And I hope that you'll take that and see that I will be dedicated to this position. The other thing that I've done is I actually am the founder of the YPeer program. I created the YPeer program because I was actually an individual that went to an organization and was excited to be involved, but I couldn't find my place, I couldn't find my niche, so I ended up leaving. And that's something that I do not want to happen to our members. I want our members to come into this organization and literally feel like they walked into a family, and that they feel connected and engaged with what we have going on. So that's why I created the YPeer program. And the YPeer program actually has not been launched. It's something that's been designed and approved, but it's my hope that as your membership chair that we can actually launch it in the 2015-2016 year. Another thing that I did was create the new membership orientation. One of my goals as membership chair is actually to create consistent membership orientations. I think it's important for our members to be knowledgeable about our organization, what we do, and all of the things that we offer. I've also led the promotional videos of Join Week. I've also led the promotional video for the Ferguson Town Hall meeting. I was on the Join Week committee, and I co-hosted with Lauren on the Empower Hour, as well as with Rhea on the Pigs and Pros event for our Ladies of the League. So I was very involved with the Join Week events. I've also collaborated with other leaders to try to develop a business level membership. I think it's absolutely in line with our mission that our entrepreneurs are promoted within our organization. And so one of the things as membership chair that I hope to do is actually implement that business level membership and create a platform for our entrepreneurs to actually be supported and promoted. In addition to that, I have also created a script for our membership promotional video. It's a light, fun video that I want to get a number of members involved in, and just one of the ways that we want to promote Urban League and all that we have to offer. And so as your membership chair, I hope to actually film that video and bring a number of you into the film so that we can actually push our membership and the promotion of our membership. Another thing that I did was I prepared a proposal to launch the YP Market Store, and I know some people may say that that's PR or that's fundraising, but I actually created that proposal with membership in mind. And you guys will be surprised how powerful a t-shirt can be. and making someone feel like they are part of an organization and that we are unified. And so that's one of the things that one of the goals that I have as the membership chair, to make sure that we actually launch the YP Market Store um, in the 2015-2016 year. Another thing that I did was I attended the YP League Conference, and I went to the League Conference to learn more about Urban League and to also meet other YP members. And I actually got to go to the membership development session, and I sat with other membership chairs from all across the country, as well as other presidents, and just got to listen to them and learn about some of the things that they're doing in their organization, as well as some of the challenges that they have. And one of the things that I learned was that some of the chapters actually have formal inductions for their new members. And so when I came back, I told the membership committee, I said, we absolutely have to make sure that we're recognizing our new members, even if it's just at the general body meeting and we're going in and we're saying, you know, these are our new members, and giving them their full pins. And so that's one of the things that we actually started at our last general body meeting. So that's something that I want to do. And in addition to all of that, I'm a member of the faculty. I've done a lot of community service. So that's just kind of my YP resume, just to show you guys that I've kind of been committed to since the day that I joined. But really quickly, I want to make sure that I highlight some of the things that I want to do in 2015. So I mentioned the YP program, I mentioned the program membership, I mentioned the YP market orientation, as well as the but I would also like to have an annual thing, and I think it's important for us to recognize our members for the work that they've done. I love the member spotlight. I love the member of the quarter, member of the year. When I was actually recognized as member of the quarter last year, they put me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I had so many people that I didn't even know reach out to me, congratulations, and asking me who I was and what I did. And I think that that's a great platform to actually promote our members. That's something that I want to make sure that we continue to do in the 2015-2016. The other thing I want to make sure is that we continue our outings and events. I love road trips. Last year we went to New Orleans with other YPs. I think road trips are a great way to do other YPs. This year we went to Alabama for the league conference, and I met so many YPs. I was actually talking to the president of another chapter last week about my membership campaign, just telling her about some of the things that are going on. And I realized that I made that connection at the league conference. So I absolutely want to make sure that we're preparing our members for the conference. I think it's an excellent way to as well as to just have a good time and have fun. The other thing I want to do is actually kind of increase our outreach efforts. So college visits, career fairs, maybe one or two next year, just to kind of, again, create another platform for YPs. And then finally, I want to create quality and I do not think it's enough for us to measure the success and performance of our membership solely off of the number of memberships we have. We can have 300 members and instructors are engaged. So I want to create several metrics that we use in our membership community to actually assess our performance. And one of the things that I want to do when I come into and all the data that I can on membership. And I really want to create benchmarks for different things. I want to know how many members have been in orientation, and use that as a benchmark so that throughout the year we're actually working to develop that number. Create benchmarks for each.
Having technical difficulties, and we'd like to, Shalana and Zach, ask you to wrap up. You have 5 minutes.
No worries, I'm finished. The last thing I want to say is that one of the things I really want to make sure, sorry guys, I can talk forever. I'm very passionate about this. But just really working on one-on-one interactions that we have. And so I hope that you guys see my commitment to this organization and that you vote for me as your membership chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Shalondon. Appreciate your enthusiasm, and we're going to take a quick break before we move on to our next candidates. So 1 moment, please. Okay, hi. Sorry about the break. So next up, I believe our candidate for Community Service Chair, Crystal Beal, is available. Crystal? Hi, I want to make sure we can hear you.
Hi, can you hear me? I'm sorry,
Hi.
this is my
Yep,
first time doing Google Hangout, so
yep, we're working through some kinks here, but yes, we
okay,
can hear you, we can see you.
okay.
And you also have 5 minutes to sort of explain a little bit about yourself, your vision, and what you'd like to do as community service chair.
Okay, so a little bit about me. I'm from Georgia, born and raised. I'm really passionate about community service. I've had a lot of experience participating in different events as well as coordinating different events. I went to school at the University of Georgia, and while I was at school, I held service chair positions at both the local level and also participated in things in the national level as it pertains to serving the community and particularly those in the underserved neighborhoods. You said to share also my vision. Was that the next question?
Yes.
Well, pretty much my vision for service share. So Shani, our former service share, really set the bar very, very high. But I really would like to keep the momentum going. She created a really good program, the HIV/STD awareness program. I would hope to be able to expand that to other schools and other students. I also would like to create kind of a more of a diverse opportunities for us to volunteer. I was looking kind of like at our mission and what our 6 key like economic goals are. So ideally, I would like to try to create a service event that kind of touches each of those points. And I have a few ideas in the making as well. So, I mean, I just hope to really diversify our opportunities, really expand our brand, and just get people out there and really involved.
Okay, great. Do you want to share a little bit about your experiences with ULGA and what you like about the organization?
Yeah, so I've been a member now since January of last year, so almost a year and a half. And what I really like about it is the fact that it's so diverse. You meet a lot of people from different backgrounds, to different areas. I really like the fact that we focus on so much to empower the community, a little bit of everything, political, community service, just professional development. And I really like the fact that it's driven by young people because I feel like we really are the future, and it's really just inspiring to see so many young people that are motivated and just trying to do some things to better the community.
Okay, great. Thank you. Everyone, that was our Community Service Chair nominee, Crystal Beal. And let's see who we have up next. One moment. Okay, so I believe next. Sorry, one moment. Next up, we have Mr. Roy Rowe, our fundraising chair nominee. You also have 5 minutes to talk with us about your vision and what you'd like to accomplish as chair.
Hello, everyone. I got Google Hangout working just in the nick of time. My name is Roy Rowe. If I haven't met you or been introduced formally, I'm running for finance fundraising chair. Fundraising chair. I'm excited about the possibility of serving the Urban League and doing something positive within the community. Just a little backstory about myself. I have roughly about 10 plus years experience in the financial reporting realm of accounting, finance. I've shied away from the fundraising committee in the past, but I feel that it's a call to service, and especially utilizing my experience and my background to really work with the executive committees in really developing robust fundraising activities for for the Urban League members, and to really utilize the biggest asset of the Urban League, and that's our members. So we have dynamic, really inspirational members in the organization, and I feel by creating a really energetic, positive fundraising chair committee and working with the executive board, we can definitely utilize focusing on events focused on what we believe in and what we would like to accomplish within the organization itself. Um, my main focus would be to really focus on um, raising funds, understanding what type of fundraising budget we would have for the organization for the year, and really building off of that platform. I'm excited to serve. I have a passion for community service and community involvement. And with the Urban League, I hope I would be afforded the opportunity to do so. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Rowe. And remember, everyone, if you have any questions, please feel free to include those in our chat. Okay. All right, so let's see. Our next candidate available is for treasurer, Mr. Michael Twum. Hi.
Hi.
Michael.
Hi.
All right.
Can you?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can't.
Okay. Again, my name is Michael Twum. Running for treasurer of the Urban League of Greater Atlanta's Young Professional Program organization. A little bit about my background. I have about 5+ years in corporate accounting and financial analysis. I've also led different committees I work at Coca-Cola. I led different committees at Coke when it comes to community service, especially with the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Atlanta. I have a undergrad in finance and a graduate degree in accounting, studying for the CPA, and I really have a passion not only for giving back, but more so it pertains to finances, whether it's budgeting, understanding budgeting, understanding your finances, understanding, let's say, for instance, wanting to know the process of owning a home and things like that. So I think with if I'm given the opportunity to be treasurer, I want to try to implement those things at our level, and also which we'll try to not try, but we will make an effort to give more sessions, financial literacy sessions, especially to the younger generation. I think that's very important, given how our community is sort of lacking in understanding your, how your money, where your money goes, and ways that you can actually use your money for investments and things like that. So if I'm voted for treasurer, that's a couple of things that I have a passion for, that I want to be able to do to give back. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Just a quick question. So do you have any personal stories about ULGA that you'd like to share, or about your initial experiences as a member, just so we can get a feel for you?
Well, I've only been a member for about literally about 2 months, but the 2 months that I've been a part of the organization, it's been nothing but positive. Been nothing but a positive experience. Yesterday I went to the Comcast Cares Day, and I was just kind of sitting back and watching everybody in the organization that attended really be engaged with the people in our community. Not only the adults our age and older, but also the young kids. It's really exciting to see people around our age really wanting to give back and help the community advance forward. And like I said, not only the older generation and our generation, but the younger kids, because like I said earlier, that's to me that's where it's going to start. With us helping the younger generation kind of move up and understand their role in this society, I think will be very it will be very important that we help them along.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and participating in this event.
Thank you.
We're gonna see if, let's see who's available. Our next candidate up is Miss Vanessa Kelly. She's running to be Public Relations Chair. Vanessa, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, hello, hello?
Sorry, I turned off my own microphone. Yes, welcome. Thank you for joining. Feel free to start explaining why you'd love to be our Public Relations Chair.
I would love to be your returning Public Relations Chair because this past year has been amazing. Growing the committee that was basically non-existent when I started to, we've probably got about 15 to 18 active members right now, has been a great lesson in growth in leadership for me, as well as seeing the progress that our social media accounts have, the growth that they've seen as well. So far this year, well actually, I basically took over because when we were elected last term, there wasn't a sitting public relations chair. So as part of my training and to help alleviate some of the responsibilities for CG, I kind of took over April of last year. So I'm pretty much a year into running the social media for the organization. And as far as the numbers, right now our Facebook account, I lost my numbers, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see if this is going to work. Here we go. Our Facebook account has grown by over 5,000 followers. 500 followers. Our Instagram account has grown by over 600 followers, and our Twitter account has grown by over 300 followers, with our organic impressions averaging about 9,000 a month. So that's, we haven't done any paid advertising. We haven't, we're not pushing these mass tweets. This is all organic. This is the work we're doing. These are the events we have going on, and these are the responses that we've gotten this year. As far as membership goes, I know, the membership committee, all committees have done a great job in engaging membership and encouraging membership, but I have to think that the social media, especially with the some of the polls that we've had done, the social media aspect has definitely helped in increasing our exposure and drawing in membership and helping keep the current membership engaged. So, we've seen record membership numbers this year as well. So I'm just excited about the growth of the organization, of the social media platforms. Some of the programs that we implemented, the YP correspondent program, to encourage participation through the membership. And basically, the YP correspondent program allows a member, say you're going to be at a community forum, or you're going to be at Comcast Cares Day, and you want to serve as the face of the organization. The YP correspondent program basically gives you the opportunity to live tweet, live Instagram what's going on, give us the play-by-play, and then I basically run it all through the ULGA-YP account. So that's a twofold win-win. It allows you the exposure and the opportunity to, kind of try out your PR hand, and it also, gives us an opportunity to highlight our members and the great things that you guys have going on, and giving you that opportunity to be involved. So that's one of the biggest things. Looking forward next year, as far as the PR meetings go, I have already talked to some PR experts in the area. Next month's meeting, which will be before we're officially before elections again, or before the end of our term. I'm sorry. There we go. I will be having PR experts come into our meetings and basically give us a rundown of what they're doing, how they did it, what they're going to next. Is that my time? No? Somebody else?
Not quite. We have a few more minutes. Please go on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I have already corresponded with a few people who are willing to come and talk to our members. Like I said, they're PR experts. They're working in their field to basically give us their insight in an intimate setting, allowing, our membership the opportunity to ask those questions, giving us opportunity. It's going to be still a working meeting, so this is what we've got as a committee planned. What do you think? How would you suggest we better implement it to get the results that we're looking for, et cetera? So basically, I'm excited just to, be able to offer more to the membership as far as, if this is a space that you're already working in and you're looking to build your connections in the professional field, or if this is something that you're interested in, you don't know much about PR or social media, this is your opportunity to come out and learn for free. You're not having to pay for a session or anything like that. You've already paid your dues. You're a member. You're open and welcome to come. And just on an outside tip, I guess, understand that even if you learn, mute your mic.
I just want to remind people that if they're not currently speaking, please mute your microphone so it doesn't interfere with other candidates. Thank you. Continue.
All I was going to say, in summation, it's not really even a ploy for my position, but I know a lot of people worry about being overcommitted or saying, I'm already on this committee or that committee, so I can't do this. You can be involved in any committee that interests you. You can come to any meeting that interests you without feeling obligated or overcommitted. All members are welcome to all events all the time. So even, like I said, if this is something with the PR committee is something that you're interested in, but maybe you're very involved in PAC, please still come out. You're still welcome to participate and learn and engage. So thank you for this past year, and I look forward to working in the future.
Okay, thank you so much, Vanessa. I really appreciate your time. Now, for a quick break, we would like to thank everyone for coming out to Comcast Cares Day. And despite the weather issue, it was still a great success, so thank you all for that. Okay, so on to our next candidate. I believe the next person on our list for this evening is the candidate for president, Mr. Terrence Perrier. Sorry, Terrence, did I catch you by surprise?
You did. I told I was going last, so I just logged in for my 9 o'clock showtime.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. We're sort of reorganizing as we can. Really appreciate your time. Available because some people had some technical issues, so we're sort of reorganizing things. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. I apologize.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Terrence Perrier, the current sitting president of Urban League of Greater Atlanta Young Professionals. Thank you all for joining the call. I hope everyone can hear me clearly. I want to first, as I did before, commend everyone running for a position this year. It's a big election year. The complete board is up for election, and I've gone through this process for 3 to 4 times, I believe now, and it's always an exciting time. I know a lot of people read the online candidate form, but I just want to reiterate my vision. I've been a member of Urban League since about 2008, 2009. I started out, as many of you did, as a member at large. I was just on a committee, happy to be serving, doing something in the community. I joined leadership roughly as a social cultural co-chair, helping out a friend of mine in her position at that time. Then I went on to be the fundraising chair for 2.5 years in a row, and got my feet wet in fundraising for the Urban League. It was a very unique position, given that the Urban League young professionals serve under the Urban League of Greater Atlanta as an auxiliary. So fundraising was a challenge, but it was one that was very welcome and gave me a lot of leadership experience and experience working with the organization. Just a little bit about me before I go into my vision. I'll be very quick. I born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. I went to Georgia Southern University, graduated with a degree in business logistics. I currently work as a contractor for Coca-Cola Refreshments as a business analyst. So I sit between the business and the IT professionals, help making things happy, as we like to say. My vision for ULGA-YP being around for the time I've been is simple. It's engaging today's young professionals to be community leaders, youth advocates, and champions of change in the Urban League of Greater Atlanta area. What that means to me is that it's all-encompassing, and each one of the candidates who have spoken tonight have went over each of those points in some shape, form, or fashion. If we aren't supporting our Urban League of Atlanta affiliate with the programming that they do, empowering the community through financial empowerment, job creations, job training, entrepreneurship, we aren't doing our job. That's our first commitment. Second to that is to grow our young professionals. This year, since I've taken over, the board and the professional development committee have done a phenomenal job engaging our young professionals and giving them programming that we really need to ensure that we're on the cutting edge of all new trends and we're prepared in the workforce and in our community to be leaders. And last but definitely not least is to serve the youth of the area. Our Project Ready program, thank you to Samuel Colbreth, our current youth liaison with Project Ready. This year has been phenomenal. We've actually bridged a huge gap that's been existing for a few years with that program, and he has been one of the drivers that doesn't work for Urban League. He's a volunteer. He's done a phenomenal job bridging that gap, and he's given us young professionals a chance to engage with students to ensure that they get through high school and get into college, a trek that most of us, if not all of us, have taken. And it's not the easiest thing in the world to get through high school, go to college, graduate, and hopefully be a productive, citizen in society. For this upcoming year, my primary focus will be introducing new sponsors to Urban League. One of the president's biggest roles is to be an advocate for the organization and also bring in dollars. If I'm not doing that, I'm not doing my job. So I'll be working closely with the committee that I serve so faithlessly on with fundraising with the incoming chair to ensure that we work with the Urban League of Greater Atlanta to bring in new sponsors that target the unprofessional demographic. There's tons of companies that are very small, startups that need to get to our demographic because we spend the most money. Also, continuing to establish a larger mentor program. Project Ready works out of the Douglas High School, Mays High School program. I want to expand that beyond just one school and take our young professionals. We have 200 plus members now, giving the males and females a chance to interact with students across the Atlanta area. So my thought with that is, very, very briefly, if you work in the Gwinnett County area, you can go serve at a Gwinnett County school that's near your job. If you live near a McDonough County city school, you can go, on the way home to work and volunteer at after school program. Giving everyone a chance to know the Urban League of Greater Atlanta is available with resources to help. Urban does not mean black was my hashtag when I joined a long time ago. People think Urban League of Greater Atlanta only serves African Americans, and it doesn't. It serves everyone. And last but not least is to establish stronger, meaningful partnerships with our young professional and professional organizations in Atlanta. We have a few with the National Black MBA, the Emerging 100, National Sales Network, but there are about 55 other organizations we've identified that are in Atlanta that serve solely for the professional space. I want to make sure that we tap them and remind them of the service and need of those that have less than or have fallen on hard times, needing a job, help, hand up, looking for entrepreneurship guidance, and just mentoring our youth between the ages, and I say of 14 to 25, getting GEDs, helping with recidivism, and keeping people engaged in the community. And lastly, one of my big things is voting. We've seen some election stuff happen these past few years that, to say the least, is disheartening. One of my biggest pushes for the Political Awareness Committee this year is to create a educational platform for the community. Many of the people in the community we register hundreds and hundreds of individuals. Thank you to Olivia and the Political Awareness Committee. But the part that comes next after that, and I think some campaign managers can learn from this, is you have to not only get the voter registered, get them educated on why they need to vote. So that'd be a big push of mine to have Urban League be that catalyst to educate the community on why they need to vote, what voting means, and make it a pain point for them. If they have a pothole on their street, if crime is bad in the area, if their school system is terrible, who they need to go to, who they need to vote for, and how they can be an advocate and voice for themselves. So in that, I'll close, and I want to wish the rest of the candidates good luck. And again, I commend you all for running for these positions. I take this organization very seriously. I can talk for hours. As someone mentioned, our CEO, I think I got it from her. I can run my mouth about Urban League for hours and hours at a time. But it's an organization that's given me so much in the space of leadership, friendship, and just personal development. So I commend you all and wish you all good luck. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I really appreciate your time, and we're going to move on to our next candidate, the person running for Political Awareness Chair, Ms. Delilah Berkeley. Are you available?
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
You'll have about 5 minutes to introduce yourself and talk a little bit about your goals as Political Awareness Chair and your platform. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, okay, I'll go ahead and start. My name is Delilah Berkeley. I'm originally from Georgia, but I grew up in Delaware, moved to Atlanta in 2013, joined Urban League for Greater Atlanta Young Professionals in June 2013, and Political Awareness Committee was actually the first committee I ever joined when I joined the organization. But currently what I'm doing now is I'm a management consultant, and I work in information technology, but I have a passion about political awareness, and I see myself as an activist. And my platform for Political Awareness Committee is to, like Terriance has said just now, is pretty much we register people all the time, and it's one thing to get people registered to vote, but it's another thing to let them know what's going on in their communities and like different town halls. So one thing that I'm really focused on is educating everyone that we get registered to vote, even if they're already registered to vote. When we do registration drives, is to have information about those areas, about what's going on in their community, like if there's a town hall happening, like what they can do to get involved, what they can do to participate in the community, because there's so many issues happening right now, not just here but everywhere. Like I'm pretty sure everyone knows what just happened in Baltimore, and there's so much going on, and we have the power to affect people and make the change that we want to see. So that's one of my main things. And also the voter education event that we do Super Saturday, I want to keep that going and make it bigger and enhance it and try to get it to where people that cannot attend, like that can't attend the area that we usually have it at, have it somewhere where we can get more people to come. So yeah. That's about it for me.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, is there anything else you want to expand on from your bio, or just with your experience in your current committee with the ULGA?
Yeah, so when I joined, as I said, the first committee I joined was Political Awareness Committee. So with that, I've actually, my past almost 2 years of being a member, I've worked with the committee during both of the Super Saturdays that I've been a member, worked with almost pretty much probably like 70% of the registration drives we've done. I tried to volunteer at all of them. I've helped with planning the events for Super Saturday. I know one event that we talked about that we're still trying to figure out is the felon restoration event that we were thinking of. It's an event that we're trying to have to get felons their rights back, have them educated on what they can do if they can get their records sponged. So that's one thing I want to go back to that we've been talking about, but we haven't really gotten to. But the main focus is educating people, because a lot of people see problems, but they don't know how to fix it. And I want everyone to be educated on that.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for your time. Best of luck in your campaign.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I believe we'll have another quick break. We'll be right back with you in a moment.
I've helped with planning the events for Super Saturday. I know one event that we talked about that we're still trying to figure out is the felon restoration event that we were thinking of. It's an event that we're trying to have to get felons
Hello. Hi, I believe we have another candidate joining us at the moment. Gala Jackson, she is our candidate for secretary for this year. Gala, can you hear me? Hi. Can you turn on your microphone, please? Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Thank you. Yes. We hear you.
Great, good. Sorry, this is probably the second or third time I've done a Google Hangout, so I'm glad that you all can hear and see me okay.
Yes, thank you. Please, thank you for your time. Please feel free to start explaining a little bit about yourself and your platform and your goals as secretary.
Okay, sure. Many of you know me as the helm of Interview Snob as an entrepreneur, as a CEO and senior career consultant with Interview Snob, and I am passionately pursuing my business, but I also want to dedicate some more of my time to Urban League as your secretary. And I'd like to start by maybe telling you some things that you don't know about me.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hi, I believe we have another candidate joining us at the moment. Gala, who is our candidate for secretary right now for this year. Gala, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you turn on your microphone, please? I'm not sure exactly what's happening right now.
Can you hear me?
I apologize for the technical difficulty.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Great, good. Sorry, this is probably the second or third time I've done a Google Hangout, so I'm glad that you all can hear and see me okay.
What's happening?
Yes, thank you. Please, thank you for your time. Please feel free to start explaining a little bit about yourself and your platform and your goals as secretary.
Okay, sure. Many of you know me as the helm of Interview Snob as an entrepreneur, as a CEO and senior career consultant with Interview Snob, and I am passionately pursuing my business, but I also want to dedicate some more of my time to Urban League.
This is strange. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can. I think we're experiencing some new technical difficulties here. I apologize.
Okay.
Okay. I can see you. I can hear you. Hopefully no one else cuts in on the conversation. But yeah, please start over. Take your time. I apologize.
I'd be happy to. So as I was saying, many of you know me as the CEO and Senior Career Management Consultant with my business Interview Snob. So you know me as an entrepreneur. But I'd like to share with you some things that you may not know about me. And one of those things is that I am an Atlanta native, born and raised here in Georgia. I earned both my undergraduate and graduate degree from Valdosta State University. And I've been a member with Urban League for over a year. Most of my involvement has been specifically with the Personal and Professional Development Committee, but I've also supported membership initiatives as well as the Political Awareness Committee's initiatives in voter registration. And so I'm interested in serving as your secretary because I believe in the inherent value that's brought into documenting things effectively. That's one of the things that I've learned as an entrepreneur, but then also through my other civic engagement opportunities is effective documentation. And so I'd like to really take on that challenge of documenting the business of Urban League, both the executive and the larger body of the organization, and keeping track of all of the meetings and the initiatives and programs that we're actively working on. And the reason for that is because it's important to have consistent leadership, consistent and clear communication, and I know that that's a really critical part of being a secretary. And so I love to use my professional writing skills, my experience in civic engagement, and of course my passion for the initiatives within Urban League and its members to serve Urban League in a greater way beyond just serving as a member on a few of the committees. And just to give you a little bit more context to my civic engagement, I've done a lot of work with various organizations, one of which is the Valdosta State University Alumni Association. I currently serve as their Vice President of Chapters North. I'm also the founder of the Alumni Chapter of Atlanta for Valdosta State University and serve as the Secretary for my Homeowners Association. In addition to a whole plethora of other initiatives and programs that I am involved with professionally, such as the National Resume Writers Association, National Sales Network, and the Professional Association for Resume Writers and Career Coaches. So that's a little bit about me and a little bit about why I want to serve as your secretary.
Thank you very much. Can't think of anything I could ask you to explain. You were very concise, but if you'd like to talk a little bit more with your personal experience with ULGA, you certainly can.
Yeah, sure. So, as I mentioned, I became a member a little over a year ago, and just really got involved quickly. And that was a huge thank you to the membership chair at the time, which was Ashley Neely. I got plugged in really quickly and found a home. And so, as I said, I know many of you through working at Urban League, but then also through Interview Snob. And so, I'm just excited to continue my work with Urban League. I believe wholeheartedly in the mission of this organization and the work that we do. And that's why I wanted to take on a greater role and a greater responsibility and contribute my skills and talents to Urban League, and just continue to serve right along with each and every one of you. And like I said, effectively document the business of Urban League and keeping track of records so that we can continue to focus on the mission and moving forward and making significant progress. And over the last year, I've seen us grow tremendously. So I'm excited about the opportunity to continue contributing to that growth, but in a greater way.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Thanks.
Apologies. Looks like we'll take another quick break here as we line up the next group of candidates. Thank you. Okay. Sorry for the pause. Hello again, everybody. I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for participating. And I would like to remind everybody that this is not the end of the election process. We still have a few more events where you all can interact with our candidates and make sure that you have an opportunity to talk to them one-on-one. For example, also you can still contact them using our chat and through their emails available through the email blast. But also a reminder that tomorrow there will be a candidate mixer. Please check your email for updates on the directions and details. It's scheduled to be at Bellwood Social House on 100 Marietta Street, but please stay posted for any updates on the location. Thank you so much for participating to all our candidates, and best of luck to all of you. And a reminder, again, there will be an event tomorrow at Bellwood. Thank you so much for everyone for participating, and have a great evening. I apologize. Correction. We have one more person to go with our, sorry, Ashley Neely. She has a few more words to say about the candidate mixer tomorrow and about her own nomination. I apologize, Ashley. That was my oversight. Ashley?
Yes, I'm here. It's okay. All right, so good evening, everyone. I see we have a few people still left here with us, and I won't keep you for very long. So as mentioned, my name's Ashley Neely. I'm currently the Vice President of the Urban League of Greater Atlanta Young Professionals. So I'll just give a little quick story about my background and about my Urban League experience. So professionally, I'm an information technology specialist for the Department of Treasury, and I also do web and graphic design. I have my own business called Miley Maven LLC. And I've been a member of Urban League for only about 2 years. I've joined in December 2013. And 6 months into my membership, I got promoted or appointed to be membership chair. And then the following year, I ran for that position and got elected for that position. And then a few months into my second term, I was appointed as vice president to fill that vacancy. So just in a short period of time, I've been through a lot of leadership development through the Urban League of Greater Atlanta, and still during this time as vice president, I'm still acting as membership chair. And just do a few highlights. I started the member of the quarter or member of the month program when I first became membership chair, and I was the second recipient of that award once we started that program. And since I've taken over its office and acting as a position, we've had a record number of members. We have over 200 members currently. Also attended pretty much every conference except for one since I've been a member. Been to 2 national conferences, also been to Whitney M. Young when it was hosted in Atlanta, and also went to other conferences that are hosted around different cities in Americas. We had one in Memphis. We have a legislative policy conference. So Urban League is very near and dear to my heart. It's one of my favorite organizations. It's been a catalyst to my leadership and professional journey in the city. It's let me meet a lot more people and also be a part of a lot of other organizations. Urban League is truly a catalyst and a springboard to get involved not only with this organization but to meet other people as well. So my vision for the next 2 years, since I came in the middle of this term, there were a lot of things that were already kind of taking place, but I want to just help develop our chairs some more, put together just some stronger internal processes to ensure we're planning meaningful events and also upholding our mission with everything that we do. Want to make sure we keep Urban League's mission at the core of all our programming, from everything from membership development when we bring people on board to all our professional development and also our community service to keep that in the forefront. And I also want to make sure that we're doing more collaborations. As Vanessa mentioned, we want to make sure that people understand that you can serve Urban League in a variety of ways. Joining a committee is just one of those ways, and that you don't have to be tied to a specific committee to be able to make a difference. You can help volunteer with our website. You can get the word out through social media. There's lots of different ways to get involved and make a difference, and knowing that service is not, it's not only going outside to clean or only going to visit school. Anything you do for Urban League, such as if you want to join the elections committee or whatever you're doing, is actually service, and it all goes to help support our affiliate. And then also wanted to make sure that we're doing more to go back to our affiliate. I had helped set up the supply drive we did with Staples along with Shawnee, our community service chair. So doing more things like that, making sure that we can still have fun and do different social events, but also making sure that we're giving back to our affiliate at the same time. So that's just all I want to say. I hope that you will re-elect me as Vice President on May 4th. Hello?
Okay, everyone, this is our final goodbye. Thank you so much for participating. I assure you there are no further announcements to be made. All of the candidates who are participating in tonight's event have participated. I hope to see you all out there tomorrow, and best of luck to all our candidates again. Have a great evening. Goodbye.